Very good morning, dear students. Today we will be reading lesson number 3, The Blind Man and the Elephant. But before reading the chapter, answer few of my questions. Have you ever seen an elephant? What do you think it looks like? So of course, we all have seen an elephant, isn't it? And we also know that what does an elephant looks like. But can you think of a blind person who cannot see? So, can you think of describing an elephant to that blind person who has never seen in his life? So, I want you to think that how would you describe about an elephant to that blind person? Now, today the story we are reading is about the blind man. Read the story to find out how the blind men described the elephant, because they had never seen an elephant before. So how did they describe an elephant? Let's find out. Once upon a time, a wise man came to a village with his elephant. Now you know that who is a wise man? A wise man is a learned person, an intelligent person. So what happened? Once upon a time, a wise man, a learned person, came to a village with his elephant. The elephant name was Gaju. It was very large and looked like a mountain. So as we know that elephants are very large, huge animals. So it appeared like a mountain. Many people came to see and touch him. Gaju was a tame animal. He was a very gentle kind of an animal. So people came to see him and touch him. So no one was afraid of him. He was very tame, he was very gentle. So nobody was afraid of the animal. So everybody came to meet him. 4 friends also came to see the elephant. Now the 4 friends came to see the elephant. As none of them had seen an elephant before, they were very eager to see one. So all 4 of them had never seen an elephant. So they were very eager, very excited to see the elephant for the first time. However, something was very different about the 4 friends. All of them were blind. Now what happened? All these 4 friends were blind. Okay. Now how would they see the elephant? What happened then? The first one touched the elephant's leg and said, "The elephant is like a tree." Now, with his closed eyes, or he could not see, so think, if you close your eyes and just touch the leg of an elephant, how would you see? It will appear like a tree to you. Likewise, if you will touch the leg, you will feel like you are touching a trunk of a tree, isn't it? Then the second person touched the tail of the elephant and said, "No, this elephant is like a rope, because the tail of an elephant is very thin and is just like a rope." So the second person who touched the tail of an elephant, he thought that it is like a rope. So he was exactly right on his part. The third friend came and he touched the trunk of the elephant and opened. Now, the third friend who touched the trunk of the elephant, he touched the nose of the elephant. He gave his opinion that you both are wrong. The elephant is like a snake. It is neither a rope nor a trunk. It is like a snake, because he could feel his trunk like a snake, curvy and soft, and he could feel like a snake. The fourth friend came forward and found the elephant's ear and said, "All of you are wrong. The elephant is very much like a fan." So the fourth friend said that all the 3 of you are wrong. I can touch and feel that the elephant is just like a fan, because he was touching his ears. Thus they all begin to argue. Means they all begin to fight with each other themselves and started fighting. They all had their own views of what the elephant was like. They all were thinking about their own views because they had all touched the different part of the elephant. They all had their own views of what the elephant was like. Each of them thought that he was right, obviously because each of one has touched the one part of the elephant. On seeing the friends fighting, the wise man came forward and told them. Now the wise man, whose elephant was that, came forward and said, "Dear friends, each one of you is saying the right thing." He said that you are saying the right thing. Everybody is saying right. But when your views are put into contest, means if your views are to be seen separately, then none of you is right. Because everyone is seeing from their perspective, right? Because each one of you is describing only a part of the big animal. Because he said that each one of you is right. Because each one has seen their own part of the big elephant, of the big animal. "How is that?" asked the friends, as they could not see. They asked him that how is that possible? We have seen the elephant, we have touched the elephant. How can you say that? The wise man explained, "The elephant's leg looks and feels like a pillar." Now he explained that the legs of the elephant are like a pillar. The tail is like a rope, and the tail of an elephant feels like to be a rope. The trunk does feel like a snake, and your third friend is also right because his trunk feel like a snake only. And the ears are like fan, as the fourth friend said. You all should have pooled your information instead of arguing over who is right. Now the wise man advised them, in spite of arguing that we are right or I am right or I am right, you could have pooled your information and said, yes, the elephant's legs feel like this, his tail feel like this, his trunk feel like this, and you could have pooled all your information, collective information could have been given. The four friends realized their mistake and did as advised by the wise men. Now they realized their mistake and did as the wise men told them. Thus they were finally able to get a clear picture. Now they were able to draw the picture of the elephant in their mind. Okay, they understood that one should examine a matter from all sides and only then give his or her opinion. So it is very important that we should also see or understand the matter from the other's point of view also. Okay. Therefore, we should not quarrel with others who have different opinions. Even we should not quarrel or we should not argue with the people who are having a different opinion, because everybody looks at things from their different angle, because everybody can see the things from their different angles, right? We should always appreciate other people's opinion. This will go a long way in improving our relations with them, and in this way we can improve our relations with people. Likewise, you might have seen a 6 from one side and the person standing opposite side see a 9, isn't it? So every person is seeing the things from their own perspective. We should consider that in mind and try to be in their situation to find out that how that person is feeling or what could be his opinion and why is that so. So let's find out about the story. The parable, short story with a moral, of a blind man and an elephant started in the ancient Indian subcontinent and has been passed down through time in various forms. So a short story with a moral value is called as a parable. So this parable of the blind man and the elephant has been taken from an age-old ancient Indian subcontinent folk tale. So it is an Indian folk tale and has been passed down through time in various forms so that the people can learn moral values through them and can pass on to their new generations so that they can also learn. So students, always try to read such stories who have good moral values in them. So thank you so much.